Heyo everybody, Haku here, and I'm going to do a reaction to the PV for Magical Girl Raising Project or Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku Restart. I am very excited to see what the anime is going to look like. I didn't spoil myself on any of this, so I've been burned a little bit by adaptations of things that I love in the past, so that kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but as long as it's even kind of okay. They've been working hard on it for a while, posting updates on it for a while. As long as it's okay, I'm going to love it because this is my favorite light novel ever, or my favorite pair of light novels at least, because it's Restart Part 1 and Restart Part 2. I'm not sure how many episodes they're going to do it in, but I am very, very excited to see how this all turns out, how it all ends up looking. And I will say, really quick, I may say character names, but I'm going to avoid spoilers for anything that happens in the story, because for those of you watching this, most of you probably are already familiar with the series. MGRP has a wonderful community that's, always still active in my comments, and I really want to make more MGRP videos in the future. So I will avoid spoilers though, because some of you might just be getting this video randomly, or some of you might be, wanting to get into it anime only, and I don't want to spoil a single thing because, like I said, it's my favorite light novel of all time, and I want you to experience that story blind. I really don't want to spoil anybody. So I might say a character name like, oh, insert character looks really good, or something to that effect, but I will not get into even mild story spoilers, I don't think. And if I do, I will say something ahead of time. I'll be like, okay, maybe you should get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled, but I don't plan to get into anything like that. I just want to give you my general thoughts and everything. So either way, let's watch this and then maybe talk about it a little bit. Sorry if I'm being quiet, I'm just trying to listen in. Flea looks really good. So far we're not getting to see a lot. Okay. I like the song. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. It's crazy to see this. Okay, it looks good. I am happy with how it looks. It's crazy seeing the characters in full color and motion and everything though. Okay, is that it? Yeah, okay. I want to go back and hear what that one line was. Okay, so I'll maybe pause if I need to. Right. Of course, as usual for anime PVs, this is all going to be early stuff that we're seeing. Stuff that's maybe in the first episode or two. Okay. Those two shots looked quite good. I think this Rionetta looks really good. I love the colors. Rionetta might look the best of all of them for me. I mean, they all just look normal. They look how they did in the original. I think Shadow Gale, one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise, looks good. And then Flea, I think Flea looks really good. The adaptation for Flea is really good. The song sounds good. We have posing. Who was... Hold on a second. With the pink hair there. Oh, that's... Is that Detic? For some reason I didn't remember Detic being so pink. With the fluffy stuff. It's not Cherna. Cherna definitely didn't look like that. I think from the hat it's Detic. I don't know, maybe let me see a little bit more. Okay, now this shot might be a little on the spoilery side if you know what you're looking at. So yeah, that was definitely Detic then. Okay. We saw very little of Melville here. Yeah, I think Melville might have been the most hidden of the characters for the PV. Now, the song sounded really good. I'm very excited for the opening and ending. I'll definitely do a video on the opening and ending when they're out. And yeah, without spoiling any story stuff, I am happy with this. Now, like, it obviously doesn't look like some, like, crazy anime adaptation or anything like that, but I wasn't expecting it to be. I was just hoping it didn't look bad, and it doesn't. It looks like, you know, your average, good, solid, whatever anime that you see every season. As somebody who watches a lot of PVs, watches a lot of anime, it looks solid, and I think, for me personally, that's fine. I think that is good for me personally, because I have, like I said, I've been screwed on adaptations before, not being that great, but I think as long as it's solid, to me, the visuals don't matter as much for Restart as nailing the story does, so we'll have to see how the story is adapted, because to me, the story is what carries it. It's my favorite story in light novels, like I mentioned. But yeah, I thought this looked incredibly good. I'm excited for it. I think the character designs look great, but again, they are just true to the novel, so they're not shocking in that sense. Nothing here was really shocking to me, but I think that's a good thing. Like, would it be great to be pleasantly surprised by like an insane level adaptation? Sure, but that's a bit too much to expect, I think. And just, again, having an adaptation that looks solid, I think that Restart just can really stand on its own. If anything, it's only sad that it took this long to get to Restart, so I hope that it does very well and maybe can get some more anime seasons greenlit for the future volumes of the light novel as well. But yeah, I think the only other thing that I would say is a concern is, you know, when it comes to the light novel, I mentioned before, it's 2 volumes, it's Restart Part 1 and Part 2. I don't know if they're going to do just 12-13 episodes or if they're going to go 2 core. I honestly feel like, though I prefer more details rather than less details, honestly 2 core might be a bit much. So even if they just do it in 1 core, I don't think that's bad. I don't think they would necessarily be rushed. I don't think 1 core is rushing it. Like, maybe a little bit. Yeah, 1 core might be a little bit of a rush, but I didn't feel that way with Season 1 personally. I didn't feel like Season 1 was personally rushed. I felt like they did a good job at fleshing out the characters. So when it comes to Season 2 here, when it comes to Restart, I feel like 12 episodes could be fine. Like 12-13 is fine. I am not going to complain if they want to add in side content, like from episodes and stuff. If they want to add in side content, if they want to flesh things out, if they want to take their time with things and make it 2 core, I would certainly not complain. But I think 1 is probably fine. You know, we'll just have to see how it goes. Either way, though, I'll be watching. I hope you are as well. Again, for people who are MGRP fans, thank you for being here, and I will try to do more videos in the future. I will try my best. And for people who are new, I would say go watch the first season. I really, really enjoy it. Go read the light novels. I love them. And like I said, Restart's my favorite. So I really hope that both this is good and also it gets more people to go read the light novels. Because when you think about season one I watched, and that's what got me to read the light novels. And season 1 I love, and the light novel that season 1 is adapted from I also love, and I love them both in different ways. Like, again, not to get into spoilers in case anybody's new and wants to go try them out, I think that the anime gave a lot more focus and a lot more development and a lot more attention to Snow White, and I feel like the changes made toward the ending, for me personally, were even better than the stuff that was in the light novel. So to me, some of the changes toward the ending, I think were really good in the anime. I think that they gave better focus and better attention to Snow White, which was good in the anime. And the anime wove some of the content from episodes into the story, which I think, again, just made the characters more fleshed out, even more developed. And some of the action scenes they were able to weave into the story as well just made things better. It improved things. So I really think that was good. And honestly, I wouldn't blame people for wanting them to take their time with Restart and add in, like, have it be 2 cores so that they can add in more episodes content. Because you got to think, for some of these scenes from episodes, if they're not included here in Restart, it's like, there are certain scenes that it's like, if they don't include those certain scenes here in Restart, and they're scenes that really help, you know, make the characters even more developed. Without those scenes here, they're probably never going to get animated. Like, we're probably not going to get a dedicated episodes anime, probably not even a dedicated episodes OVA. So if they're not here, they might not get animated. So I would definitely get wanting them here. But yeah, like I was saying, on the positive side for the anime for season 1, you had the episodes content included, you have the changes to the ending, which I think were improvements, and you have more focus on Snow White, whereas when you read, there's a lot more focus on Ripple in the light novel, in my opinion, and Ripple as a character comes off a lot better in the light novel. So there are things that are definitely worth, and the light novel's just good in general, so there are definitely things worth reading for. So I'm hoping it's the same here with Restart, where I can say that the novel is emotional, it's exciting, it has so much good stuff going on. I think that the, again, this isn't spoilery, but the balance of who the magical girls are as magical girls and who they are as people is probably at its best in the entire series. I think that all that's amazing in the light novel, so there are probably always going to be ways that I look back at my favorite light novel and say that it was better than the adaptation, but if the adaptation can weave in some of that episode's content, and can maybe, if they do make any changes that I think make things fit any better, like, that would be amazing. I think that would be probably best case scenario, is you're getting what's already there in Restart, but you're getting it with, like, the added context. Because if you read Restart and then you read episodes, it's like you read the story, it's amazing, and then you get, like, extra information on the characters. But imagine watching the season if you get, you know, the story as it is, but with that extra information at appropriate points to develop the characters as the story's going along before things happen. I think that adding in episodes content properly, just like in season 1, could take the story that's already there and elevate it further. So really, visually, sound-wise, this did not disappoint. It just looked fine, normal. But I think what's really going to be telling and what's really important here is how they're going to adapt the story. So I can't wait for that. But either way, that is it. Thank you for watching. Don't got much more yapping in me, so I will try to do more MGRP stuff, but thank you everyone. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of the PV, what your thoughts are going into the anime. I guess don't be spoilery without marking it, just in case anybody's new. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you would like to help support the channel by sharing around or dropping a super thanks, that's appreciated. And if you'd like to help support the channel, get One Piece Bingo a bit early, and get your name at the end of videos, then you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan, Holly, and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, J.A., The D-Van, and Maru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG, and Stan Cedar, Pure Elements, Pat Ardale, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.